Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Rob from Rob's Running. I hope you are doing well, staying safe and training hard. Today you join me on the sofa because it is rest day Monday, but I haven't been putting my feet up all day. For me, recovery needs to be active and non-impactful. So what does a typical recovery day look like for me? Well, usually a bit of cycling, the dreaded foam roller, the TheraMassage gun, and compression. And what do I mean about when I say compression? Well, I am talking about the Pulsio air compression technology. So compression has been used for performance recovery and injury prevention for years, and it comes in all sorts of forms as well. So compression socks, arm sleeves, tights, leg sleeves, shorts, tops, the list goes on. Air compression technology started out a bit differently though. So it was originally created for medical recovery, to prevent things like deep vein thrombosis, and could treat conditions like lymphedema, and it wasn't used actually in sports medicine or adapted to sports medicine till around 2007, something along those lines. The goal of the technology itself is to reduce inflammation and muscle soreness, so the dreaded DOMS, and accelerate the recovery process for athletes. So how does it work? Well, let's take a look at that now. So how does this technology work? IPC, or in its longer format, is intermittent pneumatic compression. Big long words, so I will stick with IPC. Those devices are used, they use air to inflate and deflate sleeves or garments on the legs or other parts of the body. The compression and decompression cycles are designed to move the blood from the legs or the parts of the body that are being compressed, or where compression is being applied, towards the body's core. This increases venous return, and by venous return we are talking about blood in the veins, and that enhances the natural cardiovascular function of the body. The benefits of this process is to assist with the reduction of swelling, muscle stiffness, pain, which in all just speeds up recovery process. So it's all quite clever stuff. But the best way to do this now, to look at this, is to get into the Pulsio product and see how it all works out. So let's go and do that now. So onto Pulsio itself. Pulsio make multiple air compression products, leg sleeves, that we're going to look at today come in two formats. They come in standard and pro. We're going to focus on the standard option today, but go check out their website for all the options on their compression products. So let's get into this product. Before I actually put it on and show you how it works, we'll see. We'll just show you what it is. So this is one of the leg sleeves, pretty big, right? Really long. So it's going to be interesting getting this on camera, but we'll give it a go anyway. So these leg sleeves, they come in a bag like this. So it all packs up nicely into a bag. You get it all in there. So these leg sleeves basically operate four chambers, air chambers. So you've got chambers in the foot, the lower leg, the upper leg of the calf, if you like, and the thigh. So you're getting complete coverage across the leg. The product itself comes with 7 levels intensity, and we'll go through that. That's all controlled by this unit here, the main controller. And those 7 levels intensity operate in low range, medium and maximum range. You'll see all of that information on the screen now. The maximum capability of these leg sleeves in the standard option, the pro option has a higher intensity, but the maximum capability of these ones is 200 mmHg, which, if you didn't know, is millimeters of mercury. That's the units of pressure that it's measured in. And There's 3 treatment options as well for it. So the 3 treatment or time options, should I say, are 20, 25 and 30 minutes. I'm normally using 20 minutes, but we'll go into that in a moment. But of course, if your legs are more tired, then you can go for longer. And the leg sleeves themselves come in 3 sizes, small, medium and large. You really need to check the size of the leg sleeves before you order them. There's a handy size chart on there which shows how to measure your inside leg to make sure that you're ordering the right sleeve for your height, basically, or your leg length, really, more than your height. So yeah, so that's super important that you do that. So we're going to go for a quick demonstration of the product. So let's get it all together and do that now. Right, so let's go through putting on these leg sleeves now and through the product itself. I'm just going to detach my mic while I do this, because otherwise things could get pretty tricky, so bear with me. So the leg sleeves, as you can see, have a big zip that runs along the full length, the leg sleeve here. So I pull that out. So simply all you do is put your leg in it and zip it up. So I'm just going to do that now. Right, so there we go. So that's the leg sleeves on. You can see them here. We should move the camera around a little bit just to make that a little bit easier. Okay, so leg sleeves are on now. Now there's 2 attachments here as well, as you can see. So these are what take through the air from the main device into the leg sleeves. So they are attached by a simple cable, which is here. So all we do is get those and just clip them in. Very, very simple. And that's it. And then the other end we attach into this device. So this is the control unit. And that's there like that. Now the control unit obviously needs to be powered up. So I'm going to do that now. And you'll see there that you've got a nice display there, and it shows you what's going on. So the control unit, if I just power that up here, the control unit has different settings, different options, different modes. So we just do that. We've got combination mode, you've got sequence mode, and you've got circulation mode. So if I usually put it in combination mode here, and then you've got different pressure settings as well. And the higher you go, obviously the more intense the pressure is. I've got this set as a time limit for 20, as you can see there. Hopefully you can see that comes across. And now basically we're ready to go. So I'm going to pick the camera up now. And we'll have a little look. So as you can see, the compression is building up in the feet first, because that's how it works with the sequence. And then it will move on to the legs, and it will move after that, it will move on to lower legs, and then after that it will move on to the upper part of the legs as well. So at the moment that's just tightening up, so we'll go back to the feet. There you go, you can see it's inflating, so the feet are pretty stiff now. And all the while you're doing that, the compression there is showing what it's doing on the control unit. So it says I've put it onto 140 mmHg air pressure setting. Tells me that I've got 19 minutes left. So now it's moving on to the calf muscles, and the feet have started to deflate a little bit. And now it's going to increase the airflow or the air pressure into the calves, pushing that blood level that blood up through the veins, pushing that back towards my core body in order essentially to flush the blood that has lactic acid in it out of the legs, and then pumping new blood into them in order to reduce the swelling, reduce the stiffness, and all of that good stuff that we mentioned earlier. So as you can see, they're now filling up with air. I go in close there. It's pretty tight now on this part of the leg. It's pretty on both sides, so the air pressure is on both sides. Very, very tough. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to like it to really, but it's a very strange feeling. It's like a feeling like your legs are just being squeezed really tight. I guess the closest feeling is when you go to the doctor and you have a blood pressure test. So that's exactly what it feels like. So it's now, if you look on the control unit, it's now moving to the upper part. So it's just decreased the intensity in the calves, and that's just moving to the top part of the calf. So this is now around the knee area, and the top half is just filling up those chambers all around this area here on both sides. So it's going to do that, and then it's going to do the thighs afterwards as well. So this is set into combination mode, as you can see there on the screen. What that means is once it's done this cycle and it's gone through my whole legs, what it will then do is it will then fill up my feet again. So all the pressure will go onto the feet, and then it will stay there. It will hold it there, and instead of deflating, it will then start increasing the pressure on all of the other parts of the leg, building up to my thighs as the last bit, and that pressure will stay across the whole leg, so squeezing that blood up through the veins into the core, recycling that, and then flushing new blood down through the legs again as well, in order to help the recovery. So this now has moved on to the thighs, as you can see. So it's been squeezing my knees. It's taken 4 minutes so far to do that. 16 minutes left, and now I can feel the air filling up in this area here around my thighs. It's going to squeeze my thighs and then go through. So that's what's going to happen. So let's pause there, and we'll cut to once the combination has kicked in and it's going right the way through the whole of the leg. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so now if we take a look at where we've got to now, you'll see on there that we've filled up 2 sections already. We're just filling up the 3rd section. So this is in combination mode. So now it's going to squeeze the entire leg. It's going to apply pressure right the way from the feet all the way up to the thigh. So it's just doing the part just above the around the knee now. Once that gets full, then it's gonna go and do the thighs. You can see that just finishing off there, and now it's onto the thighs. You can see that flashing up on there. So if we have a look, if we take a look at what is happening here, you can see it's just filling up the thighs now. It's just getting tight around there. This is already rock hard, and if I can move forwards, this is already solid. So there's a lot of pressure going through the leg here on both sides, and on both sides here as well. Super high pressured. I've got 140. Obviously this can go higher. I've only put it up to 140. That feels tight enough for me at the moment. So now the whole thing is full up, and the pressure on here is just finishing its building up there, and you should see that stop in a second just as it finishes the last bit. Really tight now around the top of the thighs as well, across the whole leg. Feels like I'm being squeezed like a bit of fruit until it bursts. But it's a funny feeling, but it's a really good job. There you go. So now it's finished. So it's all starting to deflate now. My legs have been suitably squeezed, and that's taken 11 minutes to do both of those cycles that we saw. So now it's going to go around and do that again. But I'm gonna cut back to you when this is finished, and then we can chat a little bit more about this product. Okay, so the leg sleeves are off. My legs are hot. They've been squeezed, squeezed to death. But you know, they feel good. So I'm just taking the sleeves off here, as I just said. These are just gradually deflating themselves. When you unhook all the connections, the air just comes back out of there. As you press it, you can feel the air coming out. That will deflate pretty quickly. It doesn't take long at all to deflate, and then you can pack them away again. As I said, in this nice handy bag, which you get with the device, and there's lots of plastic containers there to put these in, with the power pack and obviously this cable that we use to connect the bits up with as well. So just to push the airflow through, and of course, obviously the main unit as well. So this is a really simple device to use. It's super easy. If you do need help, there is a user manual obviously that comes with this, which also has a guarantee in there as well for the device. Should it break, you can obviously get a replacement for that as well. But how do I find them working? Well, I think they're helping me a lot with my own recovery. Obviously recovery is a personal thing, so what works for one may not work for everyone else, but there's a lot of people that do use this compression technology in sports. So it must be doing something, otherwise, you know, sports people wouldn't be using them in all genres of sport as well. It's not just running. You know, certain rugby players are well versed to using air compression technology. Not necessarily the Pulsio ones, because there are others on the market like MyoMaster. But yeah, it's well used technology across multiple disciplines of sport, and for me they work really, really well. You know, I've incorporated that now as part of my recovery. As I said at the start of the video, we're using the Theraguns as well, for massaging, you know, so that with the flushing of the legs, all of that helps in order to really keep you performing either as you have been, or possibly allowing you to perform a bit more, because you're able to do more mileage and what have you. So you know, it helps to keep that that running or that training consistent, which is super important, especially when you're building up for long stuff like ultras. To keeping that training level high is really good. So if this helps me do that, then super. You know, it's doing its job. So yeah, a really good product, in my opinion. I know many people that I know use these products, Pulsio plus others as well, and the feedback I've had from others is very similar. You know, it's just another thing that helps them recover. So the good news is, of course, is that, and you probably would have seen this on social as well, because they've been marketing this product everywhere, naturally, when you're trying to sell your product. But it's currently being offered at a pretty good price. So these, the standard option currently are on sale for £299.99. That is a reduction from their original price of £369.99. That's a hell of a saving. You can take a look at that on pulsio.co.uk. The good news is as well is that they have a variety of payment methods, so you don't have to fork out that money up front. You know, you can use Klarna, ClearPlay, and a few other methods there, PayPal, to pay for the unit or the product over a series of time. So therefore, you haven't got to shell it all out in one hit, which is, you know, £299. Let's face it, it's a lot of money, isn't it? And then there's another bonus to this as well. So if you buy off of the pulsio.co.uk website, they also give you a Pulsio air massage gun. So just show you, this gun's worth $69.99 on its own if you went and purchased it. So I'll just open up the box if I can get it open. So quite a nice box. You get a nice user manual in there, but this is a really handy sized gun. Good for traveling. You don't get a carry case with it. They do allow you to purchase a carry case separately if you want to, but actually the box is quite a nice carry case, to be honest with you. Get all of the bits in there. So you've got USB charging cable in there, and then all the standard attachments, you know, like the ball attachment, the fork attachment. Always looks painful, that one, doesn't it? The flat attachment, and that one for really getting into the muscles when you've got a bit of a pain, maybe in your calf or something. It really gets in there. And I say, and a USB charging cable as well. So super easy to use, as you can imagine, with a massage gun. It's all controlled from the base there, so you've got the charging port there as well. All you do is press and hold the button, and there you go, and it starts. That is it. So really good unit. I need to charge this up clearly because it's only got one light on there, which shows you the amount of battery left. And yeah, I've been using this one, so I need to put it on charge again, so I might do that in a minute. But yeah, I've been using that as well, just because it's simpler than getting out my big heavy duty massage gun. Don't get me wrong, it's not difficult to get that out either, but I'm just a little bit lazy. So this is a really decent freebie, basically, because that's what it is. You know, not only are you getting the leg sleeves cheaper at a discounted rate, you're also chucking in a free air gun, which is great. So a Theragun, so really good. So yeah, really good. I think product in general, really good discounted price. So I'm super happy with the purchase, and I wanted to share this with you today because I think the technology is good, and I think it's good to share what's working and what isn't, and also because it's on offer at the moment, it's probably good to tell people about that as well, right? And if anybody was being skeptical, then maybe now there's less chance of being skeptical, because there's a little, you know, we know a little bit more about the product. Also as well, Pulsio do offer a 30-day trial, so obviously you've got to pay for the product, but if you don't like it or it's not doing it for you, as long as that's within 30 days, you'll get a full refund. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I hope you found it informative. As I said, if you think about trying it, maybe now's time to give it a go with that 30-day trial, which should be good. And yeah, I've left a link in the description below of this video to the Pulsio website, so go check that out. And they do a range of other stuff as well, all sorts of things, which you may have seen advertised on the TV and stuff, on social media. So yeah, go check that out. There's a lot of stuff in there. Some of it looks quite nice, quite quirky, but yeah, go and check that out and see for yourself. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. It'd be really much appreciated. We're just trying to grow this channel organically, and the more you guys subscribe and like, the better chance I've got of being able to keep doing what I'm doing. So so yes, thank you very much. It's really much appreciated. Keep an eye on the channel as well for more videos coming soon. There's more stuff coming up. Just as soon as I can get round to filming it. It's really difficult to find the time, but yeah, I'm doing the best I can. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel, and hopefully some more videos will be on there for you soon. But for now, train hard, race hard, have fun. Until next time, I will see you soon. Take care.